Welcome to the Core SaaS Innovation Beyond Consumers demonstration. I'm Zoltán Oláh, head of the SaaS portfolio management at Nokia. This demonstration shows how much happened since last year when we introduced Core SaaS for Innovations. Core SaaS for Innovation as a product has become popular since then. A lot of customers have taken it into use. As a very great example is this very event, where 3 other demos besides this demonstration that we are presenting today are running on Telia Finland's live network that is served by Core SaaS for Innovation. Today we are showing one step ahead, a new product, a new innovation from us that is supporting our customers, our service provider customers, to serve their business customers, their enterprises. So that is what we will present today. The concept we also refer often to as B2B2B. B2B2B meaning the first B, us, Nokia, the second B, our service provider customers, and the third B is their enterprise, their business customers. In this particular example, an enterprise is requesting a drone fleet from the service provider. The service provider takes simply the Core SaaS service portal and will enter a new user group, adding users, adding corresponding services and connectivity options to it. Once that's done, they are ready to offer this service to their customers, to the enterprise customer. If the enterprise customer accepts the conditions, simply activating on a couple of clicks the service is ready to be used. So today we will demonstrate the creation, a very intuitive creation of a private network for a business customer on a couple of clicks. A very intuitive way, very simple way to create a new service. And that will be done using our prototype demonstration tool by Gábor Papp, our chief architect of the SaaS, Core SaaS automation R&D.
So let's log into the system first. When you log into our UI, you'll be presented with a view which collects all the relevant information for your service that you are providing to your customers. At first, you have your base subscription based on your t-shirt size selected for your service. Then you have a list of add-ons that you are running currently in your core, serviceability, and service state as well. In the middle, you can see your actual spending with the breakdown of the base service, the add-ons, and the additional user groups that you have. Also, you have a cost breakdown, a list of customers, and your data usage is present as well. When I go to the connectivity view, you can see here our current demo setup that Zoltán introduced previously. So first of all, we have the central core in the Stockholm AWS region. And additionally, we have an edge site here in the Espoo Experience Center with an edge UPF located here. So you can see your connectivity options and your radios as well in the view. Now, Zoltán mentioned in the introduction that our customer needs a new service. Let's make a service where, on top of our basic connectivity, we will provide additional private connectivity to this local site dedicated to those users that are coming into this building. For this, I will create a new service template where I will configure the service details. What I did just now is that I selected the edge site and I selected the predefined edge site option where I set the Helsinki Espoo site as our edge location for this service. Next, I'm adding data connectivity to this, and this will be configured to the phone that we just have in front of me via URSP. I enable 5G data, and I will give a name for this service, which will be called demo. Now I save it, and now I can go back to our customers where we can configure this service. Here you can see this customer and its master account, and you can see the different sites here with their different user groups provisioned already. Now I will add our user group to the Expo site.
Where?
I select the new group and I add two services. I still want to have basic connectivity, but I also want to have the private connectivity on the edge side. So I select the normal internet APN for the basic connectivity, and I select the dedicated APN for the local connectivity. After this, I'm bundling this together with the IMSI range of the phone that we have here. And finally, I add the name to this as well.
Nice.
Good. So now we have our new user group defined, but I haven't activated it yet. Give me a second to explain how the phone currently works and what we're supposed to see next. So on the phone screen, you can see that it is on a 5G network. And from the IMSI, you can actually see that this is running in Finland in Telia's network. If I switch the screen, what you see on the top is the regular profile of the phone with connectivity from Telia's IP range, as you can see from the screen. If I start the test, you will see that we have our basic connectivity as expected. We didn't change anything in the services yet. All right, now let's activate our service. I clicked on the activate, and in a few seconds, we will get a notification about this activation on the screen. And what we are supposed to see, I try to refresh the bottom of the page, that it's not loading yet, but in the background, it was activated. We get the notification, and you can see that the local address is now accessible. If I start the test here, you can see that we got a private address from this range. Still, if you remember, we said that we also want to have basic connectivity. So if I go back and try to repeat the same test here, that regular connectivity, that basic connectivity is still working, and you can see that we have a different IP address there. So you have one for the basic connectivity from Telia, and we have a private one at the bottom. We are using the same slice in this instance. That's why they are sharing the bandwidth between those two profiles. But obviously, you can have a dedicated slice configured for this scenario as well if you want. Now, parallel to this, let's see what happens if we are deactivating the service. In a similar fashion as before, we will get a notification about the service change. And what we are expected to see is that in a few seconds, that connectivity will be dropped. Yep, the connectivity dropped, and we have the notification for this service change. So this demo was about to show you how easy it is for our customers to configure additional services on demand without the interaction of Nokia by directly doing the changes themselves for their enterprises. Thank you very much.